We're Beaver County Radio, 1230 WBVP Beaver Falls, 1460 WMBA Ambridge, and also on 99.3 FM.
Welcome to the Best of Beaver County, presented by St. Barnabas, a weekly multimedia segment dedicated to putting the focus on the amazing things and the amazing people behind them in Beaver County. The Best of Beaver County is sponsored by and content is provided by St. Barnabas. The show airs every Thursday from 11 to 11:30 on WBVP, WMBA, and Facebook Live. Now, with no further ado, let's welcome host Jim Roddey to introduce today's program.
Good morning, everyone. This is Jim Roddey for St. Barnabas, and this is the Best of Beaver County. The focus of our show is to introduce you to successful people who have a personal connection with Beaver County. The show is presented by St. Barnabas, and which has been a caring organization for people in southwestern Pennsylvania since 1900. Yes, that's 120 years now. Today, the Allegheny and Beaver and Butler counties, we offer the full continuum of care, including independent living, living assistance, skilled care, medical center, memory care, home care, 2 golf courses, and a hotel, and a lot more. Our first guests today from the Community College of Beaver County. Kolton Codner is the Chief of Staff of the President of the Community College here, CCBC, the Executive Director of the Community College of Beaver County Foundation, and Joyce Cirelli is the Dean of their high school academics. And they're going to tell you about not only about the school and the wonderful opportunities that they provide, but something about the high school program that's really unique. Colt, tell me about yourself. You a Beaver County guy, or are you a transplant?
Yeah, so I'm a transplant. I was born and raised in Youngstown, Ohio, so just over across the border.
Not too far away.
Only about a 40-minute drive here from Beaver County. And the opportunity to come here and work at the Community College of Beaver County was really what attracted me here to the region. And the work that we're doing at the foundation and the ability to help attract investment here to Beaver County and to the college has really been a remarkable thing and something really exciting to be a part of firsthand, and to be able to see this transformation and this really cusp of economic opportunity that's on the horizon.
Well, now, what were you doing before you came here?
Yeah, so I spent about 6 years at Kent State University. I was the Director of Corporate Relations at Kent State University.
It's a very good school.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity. And so we worked centrally across all 8 campuses at the college, and we were kind of the one-stop shop for our corporate partners. So everything from philanthropy to workforce development and sponsor research. Our corporate relations team that I led oversaw all of that. And the opportunity to come here to CCBC and step into a newly created role to really advance our advancement and sponsor programs program was something that was really intriguing. And it's been an incredibly rewarding experience to see the impact a community college has and just how dramatic it is for the students.
So you've been in higher education long enough now to have done everything wrong at least once.
It's been a great learning experience. And, Kent State was a great opportunity in a really large, complex system to learn a lot of different pieces. And then coming here to the Community College of Beaver County, we're a much smaller organization, which one of the great things with that is you get to wear a lot of different hats. And that's been a really rewarding piece as well.
Well, you have a very good reputation. I know that there are, 12 community colleges?
There are 14 across the state here.
14 across the state, and you are the smallest of all?
We're the second smallest of the 14. Yeah. We're really proud of the fact that we may be the second smallest of the 14 community colleges here in Pennsylvania, but we're having a really big impact here in the region, and more importantly, when you look across the nation, we have an impact as well. We have a phenomenal aviation program, an air traffic control program that's placed a controller in all 391 towers here across the country, and a pro pilot that's been recognized by all of the major airlines for the success it affords students. A process technology program that's helping train folks for employment opportunities in the burgeoning energy and advanced manufacturing sectors, so opportunities like the Shell cracker plant and long-term employment there. And then a phenomenal health sciences program that really fills that critical workforce need for the region's nursing and allied health professions.
Well, you have a wonderful reputation as not a junior college anymore. They're community colleges.
Correct. Yeah.
And do you have any 4-year opportunities there?
Yeah. So we're incredibly proud of the partnerships that we've developed at the Community College of Beaver County, and I'll go as far as to say that's one of the things that really makes us an exceptional organization is that ability to build really strategic, collaborative partnerships across the full spectrum, whether it's a corporate partner, a foundation, or our 4-year partners. We actually have more than 600 articulation agreements at the college.
Wow.
That allow students to seamlessly take every credit they've started at CCBC to whatever four-year partner they work with. We work incredibly closely with Robert Morris and Penn State Beaver and Geneva through the Bridges and Pathways Partnership. And Southern Illinois University actually has a really interesting partnership where they bring faculty out to the Beaver County Airport to continue a four-year aviation degree seamlessly for students without ever even having to leave here at Beaver County.
Well, tell us about the foundation.
Yeah, the foundation has been around for a little over 40 years at the college. Like many institutionally related foundations across higher ed, our charge is securing resources and private investment to allow us to do things that would be impossible. As everyone well knows, higher education is a really complex environment to be working in right now, and funding is always tight. And we're incredibly fortunate to have great private partners that invest in the college. And over the course of the past better part of 3 years, we've raised more than $9 million at the foundation to support the work that we're doing at the Community College of Beaver County.
$9 million.
Yeah.
You've got to be proud of that.
We're exceptionally proud of it. I mean, it's allowed us to do things like the new Shell Center for Process Technology Education that's being built on campus was 100% externally funded. So that's a 14,000 square foot addition, and that included $1 million gift from the Allegheny Foundation, $1 million gift from the Richard King Mellon Foundation, and $1 million gift from Shell. Particularly the Mellon Foundation and Allegheny Foundation are incredibly selective organizations. So to have them make investments here at CCBC and in Beaver County are things we're very proud of.
Right. I'm on the Sarah Scaife Foundation board, and so I'm very close to the Allegheny Foundation.
Yep.
And I've worked with them since they were formed, really.
Yeah, and they've been phenomenal partners. They actually made the leadership investment, an initial $1 million gift that really kickstarted that project and gave us momentum to secure the remaining $4.5 million to make it a reality.
Well, Joyce, I want to ask you about your connections with the high school program. That is one of the more unique things that you're doing, that you're sort of leading the way for other community colleges.
We certainly are. Thanks for asking about that. Our high school academy programs are nationally known programs. We have 5 high school academies, which provide students career opportunities in very high demand careers. So back in January 2015, we started with our aviation academy. And then it just took off from there. We were awarded a $1.5 million donation from Lincoln Learning Solutions to continue to create 5 additional academies. So we started with our aviation academy. We then moved forward with a health academy, which affords students the opportunity to move into careers such as nursing, rad tech, they can go into pharmacology, they can be pre-med, they can be a pharmacist. So certainly we give them that jump start to help launch them into careers. Our third academy is a STEM academy, which has 3 tracks. There's coding, process technology, and engineering.
Is it STEM or STEAM?
It can be either or. Ours is known as STEM. We didn't add the A into ours, but we actually could based on our aviation academy. So we could go in a lot of different directions on that. But that works directly with the Shell process technology programming that Colt had mentioned. And so we really want to get students from Beaver County moving forward into these jobs. We also have a criminal justice academy, and our last and final academy at this point in time is the Mascaro Construction Academy. And John Mascaro out of Allegheny County loved the work that we were doing with our high school academies, and he wanted to be involved in really creating a pathway for employees into the construction field. So he gave us a nice donation, and we were able to get that started.
He's a great guy. I'm a good friend of his. And
he really is.
I've always liked and liked working with him. But now I'm interested in the aviation. Do you students learn to fly?
They do.
And do you work out of Chippewa Airport at all? Or
we do. Our Aviation Academy is one of our largest academies. We work with 57 schools, so we not only are in Beaver County, but we span 6 counties. We are located, our main campus is at the Chippewa location at the airport, but we also have additional locations. So we have a location at Parkway West Career and Technical Center. We also have a location at the Butler County Airport, which is a partnership program that we're doing with Butler County College. So we have 2 competing colleges working together to deliver aviation to students in high school.
Now, what kind of airplanes do you use?
We use many different airplanes. So we have a lot of smaller airplanes that the students start with. I am not versed in the exact airplanes that we use, but Colt can jump in here.
I sure can. Yeah. So we have a couple different flight providers to provide flight training for our students. So the majority of flight training providers use some small Cessnas. One of our flight training provider has a few Diamond aircraft, which are a little bit more dynamic in terms of being able to go up and fly. And then one of our flight training providers is also bringing a multi-engine aircraft as well, so that'll allow students to do some of their multi-engine a little bit easier.
Well, my first flight was in 1939, long before either one of you were born, and I was in a Piper Cub, and it was an air show. They took off from a grass field, and the pilot was a midget, and he sat on a crate. And my father put me in, when my mother wasn't looking, put me in the cockpit, and off we went in this Piper Cub. When I was, I would have been 6 years old, I think.
Yeah.
So I've flown in a lot of decades.
Absolutely. Yeah, that magic of aviation is something we're so proud of at the college. This year was the 50th anniversary of our aviation program. We actually renamed the School of Aviation Sciences in honor of James M. Johnson, who was the founding director of the program. We celebrated that 50th anniversary, brought alumni home from around the world, and actually had Jeff Skiles, who was the co-pilot in Miracle on the Hudson, came in and provided some remarks to the group about the importance of aviation education and being ready in those emergency situations.
Joyce, tell us about the high school academics.
Well, again, we have college and high school programming, which is available for students, which they can actually take some high school courses that are at their own high school. We also have dual enrollment, but again, our branded programs are high school academy programs, and we really are able to impact students from many economic backgrounds. So one of the things that we're most proud of is we are the only school in Pennsylvania that affords students Pell Grant eligibility while they're in high school.
Now, that's a big deal. Pell Grants, for those that are not familiar with it, it's one of the premier providers of tuition and aid for students across the country. And for you to be on the Pell Grant list is pretty impressive.
We're very excited about that, and that's afforded us the opportunity to really reach out to students and help students that normally wouldn't be able to start college at a very young age that opportunity. And it really has shown us great profitability with them moving forward and their ability to really get into high-demand career pathways. We have many first-generation college students coming to us as a junior in high school.
I know I've given several commencement addresses, and I always enjoy speaking at a university or a college where most of the students it's their first person in their family to go to college.
Yes.
That is so exciting.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything better than that. And to really see many of our students completing our associate degree and moving forward onto 4-year degrees at many of our partnering organizations. So we've been very fortunate to really create that pipeline. This year we have 207 students that are in our high school academies. Our largest academy this year was the Health Academy with 85 students.
That's impressive. Well, I want to thank you, Colt and Joyce, for being with us today. You represent an organization that really has made a huge difference in the quality of life in Beaver County, and I want to congratulate you for that, and thank you for coming in today, and I'm sure we'll have you again sometime soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the best of Beaver County. This is Jim Roddey for St. Barnabas, and we'll be right back in a few moments.
I see you have your checklist out again.
This checklist is for Mom. I found the perfect place. She'll love it. The Village at St. Barnabas. There's lots of activities. A hair salon, restaurants, a place to do her banking.
And just think, no more utilities, homeowners insurance.
And with the shuttle, Mom won't need a car.
So she'll save on insurance, gas, repairs.
You're so practical.
Your mom is going to love the Village at St. Barnabas.
I'll set up a tour.
WBVP and WMBA invite you to tune in to Sounds of Faith. Tune in Sunday mornings from 7 until 9 as WBVP and WMBA present Sounds of Faith, a mix of the best sacred music of all time. Sounds of Faith is being brought to you by Crawford Tire in Beaver, City Rescue Mission, MRS Physical Therapy, William Murphy Funeral Home Incorporated, Circle of Friends, and Rome Monument and Inspirational Gifts. Sounds of Faith, uplifting, relaxing, and inspiring radio. Sunday mornings from 7 until 9 on 1230 WBVP, 1460 WMBA, and 99.3 FM.
You've joined the best of Beaver County, a multimedia presentation with host Jim Roddey, presented by St. Barnabas on WBVP, WMBA, and 99.3 FM. Also streamed live on Facebook.
This is Jim Roddey, and this is the best of Beaver County. And we just heard from Kolton Codner and Joyce Cirelli from the Community College of Beaver County, and what a great opportunity that they have for students to live in Beaver County and for a very modest amount of money be able to attend a school of that quality with so many offerings. And we're going to hear more now from Billy Straub. He's from St. Barnabas, and Billy's been with us before, but he is the Human Resource Assistant Director for St. Barnabas, and it's a pretty big job. St. Barnabas has over 800 employees, so he is busy filling all of those positions every day. And he's been busy lately with the new Tuska Plaza Shop and Save, where we have about 75 employees that have just joined St. Barnabas. And if you haven't been to the Tuska Plaza Shop and Save in Brighton, you need to go see it. It's really a beautiful store. Good morning, Billy.
Good morning, Mr. Roddey. How are you, sir?
Well, it's good to have you on the show. And tell us about your experience with hiring people in Beaver County for the Shop and Save store.
Well, they have done a tremendous job. The Safrans and Julia here in HR have partnered and done just a phenomenal job in hiring the best of Beaver County for our Shop and Save. And they have done that in a very short period of time. And they have properly staffed the supermarket accordingly to all the positions that are required to have a supermarket up and running on the first day. Jim, that's an amazing task to have done, and I give both of them credit for doing that. Great teamwork.
Well, now, Billy, I don't know if you know this or not, but this week is the week that the wine will arrive at the supermarket in Tuska Plaza. Shop and Save already has beer, and now we're going to have wine. And to tell the truth, we didn't have a clue on what kind of wine to order. And so the State Store's expert gave us a good clue. He told us the top 200 wines that were being purchased in all of the areas around the Shop and Save in Brighton Township.
Interesting.
And so we just ordered 2 of everything of the top 200. So we got 400 bottles of wine that are probably going to be delivered today or tomorrow. And so I want you, as head of HR, I think it's your responsibility to go and taste as many of those as you can to ensure that they're top quality.
I understand. I was actually at the Shop and Save yesterday, Mr. Roddey, and I was picking up their fresh baked goods. I'm a big fan of baked goods, and let me tell you, their cookies and their pies and all their other desserts they have are just phenomenal. I'll stay testing those. How about that?
All right. Well, listen, I want to know what's keeping you busy these days, and not just about a supermarket, but all of the jobs and the positions that you have to fill at St. Barnabas, from maintenance and security to nursing, and it just never ceases to amaze me the variety of jobs that we have.
Right. And we definitely have a variety of jobs to fill. Just yesterday, we had the pleasure of meeting with Colt and Joyce and the rest of the executive team and getting a tour of their facility campus. And then we were invited to do their career fair yesterday, which was an amazing opportunity to see the graduates of their RN program that will be graduating in May. So we, amongst other employers, were able to talk to the RNs. And that was great, Mr. Roddey.
Now, for our listeners, RN is a registered nurse.
Correct.
And these graduates are fully certified as registered nurses. And St. Barnabas has, I think, 70, the last time I looked, 72 registered nurses on its staff. So we're always looking for more. So tell us more about that, Billy.
Well, in our Beaver Meadows location, just over there on Tuscarora Road, we're actually hiring for personal care attendants over there, both full-time and part-time. In our hospice division, Mr. Roddey, we're looking to hire registered nurses to do case management in hospice. And that would be a full-time position there. Obviously, our home care division is growing, and we would love to hire individuals for our home care in both Beaver, Gibsonia, and Valencia.
Well, now that WMBA and WBVP have an FM outlet, 99.3, our signal reaches into Mars and Gibsonia just as well as it does across Beaver County.
It sure does. And yesterday, learning CCBC's high school program, St. Barnabas partners very well with all the local high schools. And we hire a lot of high school students to work for St. Barnabas. So there was a lot of topics of conversation yesterday that were very similar, that both of us have mission to provide back to the community, which was nice to hear that. And we're always looking to hire high school students.
Well, now you hire a lot of high school students also in the summer for the golf. St. Barnabas has 2 golf courses.
We sure do. And the golf courses, Conley Resort in golf and Suncrest Golf, you're right, Mr. Roddey. We hire a lot for both facilities there in the summertime. Right now, we're looking to hire some lifeguards. So if anyone is interested in a lifeguard position at our Conley Resort and Golf, that would be great. And speaking about the high school students and how we provide them a very flexible schedule to work at St. Barnabas, we have developed a flexible schedule here at St. Barnabas where potential employees can tell us what hours and what days that they want to work.
No, wait. Hold on just a moment. Now, I've been with a lot of companies, and I'm 87 years old. I've been in business for 65, 70 years.
Sure.
You have jobs that people can tell you when they want to work?
We sure do, and that's across all departments of St. Barnabas, whether that is clinical, food service, maintenance, security. The potential employee can tell us what days, what hours that they want to work. So if they want to work 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, Mr. Roddey, we're flexible enough that we can accommodate those schedules.
That is really interesting. And so, as an example, let's say you have a couple, husband and wife, that are trying to put some money away for school for their children or something, and they're looking for a second income, and they work all week, but they want to perhaps work some on the weekends. And could you accommodate that couple?
We certainly can, and we do that currently. Our program has now just about a full month, and we are already hiring individuals through this program and currently interviewing others that want to join that flexible schedule. And what we've learned is folks are either working full-time and want to pick up that supplemental income, or folks that don't want to work full-time that are just looking to work part-time hours, Mr. Roddey.
Now, are you having some people that are retired, older people, senior citizens, retired, that might want to just have a job for half a day or
yes, sir.
3 days a week or something like that?
We certainly do, and it's working out very well.
So you are now recruiting in high school students and college students in the summertime, and with seniors. So you're seeing everyone.
We certainly are, Mr. Roddey, and that is great. Because, again, we're all about St. Barnabas providing back to the community flexible schedules. We have a mission at St. Barnabas. We're here because of our residents, and we want to make sure that we're providing everything we can for our residents. So we've developed this type of a program that offers a lot of flexibility for folks to come work here to join our mission.
Now tell us a little about your security. I know that we have at St. Barnabas over 30 security officers. That's more than most municipalities have on their staff.
It is.
And there are jobs there that are available?
There are jobs that are available. In fact, we've just learned yesterday that we're looking to hire 2 full-time security officers and 2 part-time security officers. So that's a total of 4 new positions due to the recent growth of St. Barnabas.
Well, now, are any of those available for Beaver County?
They certainly are, sir. And we would be happy to interview for Beaver County, Gibsonia, and Valencia campuses.
Well, that is good news for everyone, all of our listeners. Well, so if anyone has a need for some extra work, whether they want to work part-time, whether they want to work on weekends, they can contact St. Barnabas. How do they contact St. Barnabas, Billy?
They can contact us directly at 724-444-JOBS. Or they can simply go online to www.stbarnabashealthsystem.com, and they can view our opportunities on there, apply online directly, and HR will reach out to the applicants.
Now, what is the total count? I know I mentioned earlier that we have over 800 employees. What is the total exact official account right now?
I know that we're over 800 at this moment. Not exactly the definitive number for that, but we're definitely over 800, and we are going to continue to grow here at St. Barnabas, Mr. Roddey. So that number is going to change by the end of the week as we continue to grow. Well,
as I know that we've had a great response at our supermarket in Brighton, and so those 70, what is it, about 75 jobs that we have there now?
Yes, sir.
That those people are really have responded, and it's interesting to go through the supermarket and see how friendly everyone is and how helpful they are to people that are coming in. So you've got to be really proud of the people that you're finding and placing at St. Barnabas.
Here at St. Barnabas, we all work as a team, and we are all proud of every one of our employees. We thank them all the time for everything that they do. Greatly appreciated for their talents and their efforts daily.
Well, Billy, I want to thank you for being with us today. Thank you for the good work you do for St. Barnabas in finding people that want a job and want to work at a place that really cares about their people and cares for their people. I'd like to thank our guests today, Joyce and Colt from Community College, and Beaver and Billy Straub, who is Assistant Director of Employment Human Resources at St. Barnabas. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in next Thursday at 11 o'clock for the very best of Beaver County. This is Jim Roddey for St. Barnabas.
Family vacations, trips to the ballpark, fishing at Raccoon Creek. Dad has always been by your side, making memories and taking care of the family. Today, Dad needs some help with daily care. St. Barnabas Beaver Meadows is here for your family. From on-site recreation to community outings, rest assured that Dad will continue making memories in a safe, caring environment. That's why we've been voted Best in the Valley for 8 straight years. To schedule a tour, call 724-495-1600.
Thank you for listening to The Best of Beaver County, presented by St. Barnabas, a weekly multimedia segment dedicated to putting the focus on the amazing things and the amazing people behind them in Beaver County. The Best of Beaver County is sponsored by and content has been provided by St. Barnabas. Join us next Thursday from 11 to 11:30 on WBVP, WMBA, and Facebook Live. Plus, you can hear an audio broadcast replay of today's show this Sunday from 11:30 to noon on Beaver County Radio, 1230 WBVP and 1460 WMBA.